G'day guys, how you doing? Now it's episode 15 of Winfield Cup 9, Panasonic Cup 2 review. And round 19, mate, what a round. It was, I saw it on Saturday, Saturday night after the points, and man, some guys were in trouble, but they came home to win, and some really important wins too. To make the 8 or make the 4, but we'll get right down to it. Wingy Palm 682 defeated by Barber Schnoz 1229. Big win there from Barber Schnoz. Gave him a bit in points difference there, which is needed. Men of Steel 1231 defeats Hard to Fuck Up 1054 and a pretty good win. Sloppy Dogs 634 defeated by Blindsided 1169. Laney's Lunatics 1080 defeats We've Only Won on 764 in a very important win there for Laney's for the top 8. It was a good win. Riddler All-Star 604 defeated by NFI 957. Man on Mavericks 812 defeated by Pelicans 1152. Big win there by the Pelicans. Peptides 1187 defeated by Silverwater Raiders 1263. What a win by the Raiders there. Peptides looking to kick on and try and get into the 8, which is just hanging on, but that's a major defeat there. Sleven Doves 947 defeated by G-Bang Dragons 1157. Another big upset. Sleven Doves in the top 4 defeated by G-Bang, who's down in the bottom half of the league. Mate, huge. Sharkies are back, 10-15, defeated by the Gazelle, 1360. That's huge points from the Gazelle, 1360. That's big. And defeating Sharkies are back. That puts Gazelle right in the mix there for the top 8 now. Hasn't lost in a while. And Tulko Salamanca defeated by Capitalist Rules OK, 1052 to 1185. So that put Tulko well out of the running there for the top 8, so they're going to look at minor premiership down that end of the table. But we'll look at the top 4 at the moment, and you see Blindsided, Men of Steel, and the Pelicans all on 24 points. Blindsided and the Pelicans in the 4, both having 5-0. Pelicans haven't lost since round 13. That's massive. Blindsided and a big points difference. So if he keeps winning, he'll get that minor premiership. And is still doing well also, very well also. Then we got on 22 and outright 4th, Sleven Doves. Could have been up there on 24 with that shock loss. Hard to Fuck Up and Sharkies are back. 5th and 6th, both on 20 points. Hard to Fuck Up's points difference is very good, 1161. Even though he did get a couple hundred points taken off. Still in good stead there. Sharkies back, 193 points difference. They need a win. They need a big win. Because Laney's Lunatics is on 18 on 7th. Peptides on 8th. That's the top 8, and that's where points difference is going to come down to it. Laney's Lunatics, very good points difference there on 1437. Peptides with that shock loss to the Silverwater Raiders, 798. Still good enough, I think, with the guys below him not doing any better than him, so he needs to keep winning. They got the Gazelle breathing down the top 8 neck. Hasn't lost in quite a while. The Gazelle, another one in form. Just powering up the competition ladder. We finally won one, stalling. It's a bit like the Dragons, really. Finally won one. He's a Sharkies fan, but good early season form, but slipping away back end. 276 in the minus for his points difference. Barber Schnoz keeps himself in touch mathematically. And also G-Bang Dragons with that big win against the Peptides kept himself in the mix too. Both on 16 and 11 and 12th. Now G-Bang Dragons, and we'll get down to what each these teams' last 3 games are going to be and who will win, who will lose, and possible points. But the 389 in the minus figures is going to hurt. NFI And the Mavericks, 14 points, and you got Turco, Silverwater Raiders on 12. Compass Rules okay. Last year's champions, so we're going to have a new champion this year. Down there on 17th and 10 points with Sloppy Dogs and the Whinging Poms, and the Real All-Stars gave up a while ago. So if you want to have that little second division there, make sure you're in the top 16 from 9th down. Get yourself in there unless you've got something to win outside the top 8. So we'll have a look at the last 3 games in this competition with Blindside. He's got the Riddler, All-Stars, Peptides, and Sharkies are back. Not a bad run, actually. At worst 26 with a possible 30 points. Men of Steel have Whinging Poms, Laney's, and Menai Mavs. Looks like a solid run home. Laney's could give you some difficulties there, but possible 28 points with a possible 30 I'm predicting there for Men of Steel. Sorry about that, it's a bit self-mixed up. The Pelicans, Sliv and Doves, Turco, Salamanca, and the Gazelle. It's a tough run, but I mean, if you're at the top, you got to win those games. So 26 with a possible 30 is predicted. Sliv and Doves have the Pelicans. We finally won one and hard the fuck up. That's a tough run home. They're all in the mix, those teams, and yeah, with a possible 26 there for Sleeve, and a 28 if he wins all 3. Hard the fuck up. They've got Laney's, Menai Mavericks, and Sleeve and Doves. So possible 22 with a high of 26 is hard the fuck up. Sharkies are back. We've got Silverwater Raiders, NFI, and Blindsided. Not a bad run there. Could get 2 out of the 3 there if you look at the points. If you look at the table, so we've got 24 and a high of 26. Laney's, Lunatics, got Hard the fuck up, Men of Steel, and Whinging Poms. 2 tough games and 1 easy one. Got them on 20 with a high of 24. May slip out of the 8-20. Well, it's going to be tough to get in on 20 points. Peptides, there's NFI, Blindside, and Barber Schnoz. To the table, you're looking at 22 with a 24 high. So, and Peptides has got the opportunity to sneak in that 8. Now outside the 8, we have Gazelle. They've got Kalpas Rules okay, G-Bang Dragons, and the Pelicans. There's 2 wins with a possible 1 loss, so that gets Gazelle in on 22, depending on points difference, obviously. Stranger things have happened, so 24 are the highest you can get to there. We finally won one. There's Menai Mavericks, Slev and Doves, and Turco Salamanca. You'd expect them to win 2 out of the 3 there. 22, highest 24. Barber Schnoz has Sloppy Dogs, the Riddler, All-Stars, and Peptides. Again, 2 out of the 3. Puts him on 20 if he wins all 3 with 22 points. Could get some points difference back with Riddler All-Stars there. That could make things interesting. The G-Bang Dragons as Turco Salamanca, the Gazelle, and Silverwater Raiders, which puts him at a possible 2 wins with a high of 22 points. So 20 points with a high of 22. So that's how it looks for everyone in the competition who are still in the semi-final chance to make the 8. It's a bit of a logjam, in fairness. Good luck to everyone in that. But yeah, this is the points difference that worries me with a few of them. If you get the 22 points, you look like you're home. But I mean, you got the 8 now, but who's going to make way for Gazelle or the rest of them? That's what we're looking at here. Any comments below what you reckon? But he is tight. He's really tight. It's great, though. Good competition this year. Okay, we'll get over to the draft. And we have the semi-final tree up and running in the draft. And Panasonic Cup 2. And we have, we're just going to wait for this to come up. Semi-final 1 is Men of Steel versus the Gazelle. The Gazelle has had some great form going into the back end of the season, hitting 4th in the end, which is great. Loser of that will play the Cowboys Rules OK and the Pelicans. The winner of that one, which is semi-final 2, winner goes through to the preliminary finals. Cowboys Rules and the Pelicans. That's semi-final 2 here. Loser drops out. Winner plays the loser of the Gazelle and Men of Steel, like I just said. Semi-final 3, the G-Bang Dragons v Harden the Fuck Up. Absolute coin toss in this one. Loser goes. Loser goes. Winner goes on to play the loser of Sloppy Dogs and Fluffy Nuffies. 2 debutants here, and they could be 1 ring from actually getting into the money, which is good for them. They've had a really good season. It's been up there the whole time in the mix. So Sloppy Dogs and Fluffy Nuffies, one of them has to go down and play the winner of G-Bang and Harden the Fuck Up. So there's your semis. Predictions here. It's going to be tough. Men of Steel's been doing it all year. I predict they'll win against the Gazelle. Cowboys Rules OK and the Pelicans. Absolute coin toss. Captain's choice will come down to in that one. Hopefully I win that, in fairness. The G-Bang Dragons v Harden the Fuck Up. It's another one. G-Bang had some real good early season form. The buy rounds Origin absolutely messed his season up. Harden the Fuck Up has been up and down. Oh, God, I don't know who's going to win that one. I really don't. And Sloppy Dogs and Fluffy Nuffies. Well, who's going to win that? Comments below, guys. Absolute coin tosses, some of them. So, yeah, it's going to look good. Men of Steel is the favourite, I reckon, to win the comp. So, again, I think. So, could be in the money again. So, let's see. Okay, that's about it, guys. With this Origin, that was an absolute disaster. Well, I don't listen to much of the ranting going on radio or anything like that. Everyone thinks they know everything, but honestly, like you're playing Origin, you're 4 days out from one of the biggest games of your career, and I mean you're down a pub 80 k's away, having beers. I mean, I don't know. I love a beer. Don't get me wrong, but it's a bit disappointing, and it's about attitude. And Queensland did the right thing last year by sacking players that actually did that. They sacked youngsters who broke out of camp, for whether it was a day off or not. They sacked Valentine Holmes, Munster, and look at them, they come back and they have the right attitude. You can just tell New South Wales did not have the right attitude. Woods is an absolute flog, and like there's so much that. Why do they? So I'm lost for words. Why did they change for Feder and Clemmer around when Clemmer trained all week starting? All that shit's beyond me. It's very disappointing. I know there's a few Queenslanders listening to this, but well done. You got the right attitude. New South Wales just don't have it, and I don't know how they're going to get it, how they're going to spin it around in the next couple of years, but we'll see how that goes. Very disappointing. All right, guys. Good luck this weekend. It's going to be tight. And then also in Panasonic Cup 2 semi-finals. Let's get it going. Talk to you soon, guys. Cheers.